Welcome to the EQ Video Tip. I'm your host, Eric Forsetter. Here at EQ Video Tip, we take research from top EQ authors, writers, researchers, and distill it down to you in a quick format. We try to help you with at least 3 tips that will hopefully 10x your EQ for the day. And we try to do this in about 5 minutes or less, depending on how fast I talk or my co-hosts talk. So let's talk about the goals of the EQ Video Tip and get started for today. Welcome back. We've got a great episode on tap for today. It's going to be about phrases that will make you sound more powerful. And by powerful, we don't mean strong, but more confident at work and more of a team player. We actually get this information from a great researcher, writer, and editor. She's the creator of a website called Bloom Anywhere, and her name is Gwen Moran, M-O-R-A-N. So let's face it, good leaders, they spend a lot of time refining their communication skills. And after all, good communication skills are not only among the most important in-demand soft skills, they're also essential for creating and fostering strong relationships with your team members, with your partners, with your customers, and it helps you become more of an effective negotiator and even allows you to help motivate people. So let's jump in and learn a few tips. Tip number 1. Oops, I messed up, sorry. Actually, that is tip number 1. Stop saying sorry all the time. Now, we're not saying don't apologize, but the words you use matter, and simple verbal habits can actually get in the way of clear communication. So, saying sorry too much and for the wrong reasons might undermine how confident you sound. For example, shifting your response from sorry for the delay to thanks for your patience strikes a more positive tone, and it's something that we should think about when we're talking to our colleagues, our coworkers, even our family and friends. Try to be positive in that light. EQ tip number 2. Imagine this. You're at work on a tight deadline and you need something from another department. When you ask their lead for it, they say, sorry, can't help you out. You're deflated. They don't feel great about it. What do? There's got to be a better way. Well, there is. At EQ TD5, we care a lot about research. And communication expert Renee Evanson, who's the author of Powerful Phrases for Effective Customer Service, she says, try something else. Rather than saying, I can't or I'm not able to when you're declining a request, focus on the positive. For an example, say, here's what I can do for you. That way you've set a boundary, while at the same time, you're able to say, I'm willing to help you out and I'm giving you a workable solution. Try it out sometime. And on the other hand, if someone comes to you, or I should say the other way, you go to them and they say, well, I can't do anything, turn it around, make it a positive. What could you do for me? See if it works. Tip number 3. I'm glad you like it. Well, for some people, dismissing praise is just a knee-jerk response. I know a lot of times I get a compliment and I say, well, yeah, that was nothing, or yeah, I could have done better on it. But those responses not only make light of your work and ability, they're dismissive of the person giving the compliment. Instead say, thank you, or generally add, I'm glad you like it. Try it out sometime. Our final tip of the day comes from a communication expert, Renee Evanson, who's the author of Powerful Phrases for Effective Customer Service. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying you're welcome when someone says thank you, but saying something like, I'm happy I was able to help is much more powerful because it leaves a positive impression with the individual that you went the extra mile to help out. So when you watch this video and then you say, hey Eric, I really liked it, I'm going to say, thanks. I'm really happy I was able to help you out. Before we conclude, let's take a look at the tips that we went through and review them, as well as a few others that might be useful for your day. So that concludes our EQ video tip for today. Try incorporating some of these tips into your daily routine. But remember, use what works best for you and personalize it for yourself. Thank you always to our great research team for providing us with some great tips today. As always on EQ Video Tip, we want to end with gratitude. So thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Here are some resources that you can use if you want more information on EQ going forward. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you.